I'm donating all of the ugly light fixtures that I've removed from this house. This one is a personal favorite. Hello friends, it's me, Lindsay. I'm standing in front of my massive pile of junk that I hauled out of the garage. Made a lot of new space in there, so excited. I'm gonna share the entire garage makeover process later in another video. But today, since I'm about to take all this stuff to Goodwill, obviously a lot of this is recycling and all that kind of stuff, I thought maybe I should share with you a few things that I'm donating, because guess what? If I should donate it, you probably need to too. Let's declutter together, you guys. I almost lost my flip-flop. Summer is a fantastic time to just go through your stuff, think about it. Are you using it? Do you love it? Does it fill some sort of need in your life? And if not, let it go. So here's a few things you should probably let go. It's the day after the 4th of July. It's Monday, July 5th. If you hear some fireworks going off, I'll do my best to edit that out. But if I get to a key point and a firework goes off, just ignore it. The first item that I am donating, and you probably should too, are right here in the box behind me, worn out rugs. These are two fantastic, cost-effective rugs. We got both of these at Costco. They fit a great need in our rental house, especially when we were trying to take care of the wood floors, but we don't need them anymore. They don't fit in this house. I've got some like upgrade replacements, and I think they're in good enough condition that someone else could get a great bit of use out of them. They just don't fit in this home, so off they go. Get rid of those rugs. If they're not working, if you have them rolled up in your garage, just get serious with yourself. Are you really gonna use it? Let it go. Somebody might get some great use out of it and it will stop collecting dust in your home. Next up, I'm so conflicted about this, you guys. I'm a former like mid-century boho accent designer, and I'm definitely transitioning a lot now that we've bought our first home. I think my mom might be actually really happy about this. I think it's time to get rid of the boho fiber woven art pieces, the macrame. I definitely had a couple in our rental house. I'll link the video for that full house tour so you can see where we had them. I had one in the dining room. This one's from Target. I originally bought it for my Capitol Hill studio. It was the perfect size and shape. It's just not my style anymore, you guys. I don't know. It's an easy to place item. It's neutral colors. It's an easy size. It fits kind of anywhere. I just don't think it fits my style anymore. So I'm gonna let it go. Having a full to the brim garage, since we've had this whole den flooding, having to replace the floors, all the furniture had to be removed, put into the garage, wall-to-wall stuff. We couldn't even get around in there, let alone could we find anything. I spent a full day just pulling everything out of the garage, organizing it to the best of my ability, getting it into different zones, bringing a lot of it into the house actually, more boxes, just unpacking things, putting things away. Long story short, now I've got this big pile. It's all going to Goodwill and I'm so proud of myself. Cleaning out your garage is akin to finding your, I don't know, spirit again, your mental clarity again. Just being able to walk into that space is so exciting. I'm starting to really visualize being able to use all the tools and build some cool stuff. Next up, wall hooks. And honestly, here's the reason for this. There's nothing wrong with this. It's just traditional and nickel chrome and nothing that I'm looking to use in our new home. But the other interesting thing is this isn't ours. Fireworks, I told you guys. We just moved into our first home. We are so excited. We are designing our way through the house room by room, which I'm sharing here, so subscribe. This was actually left here by the previous owner of our home. She left a fair amount of like random stuff here, including small furniture pieces, things on the wall, fixtures in the bathroom, all kind of stuff that just is not our style. We are working through bit by bit on our budget, trying to source the right pieces to replace things like doorknobs and light fixtures and everything throughout the home, which I'll be sharing with you too. If it's not ours, if it's not our style, it's gotta go. Even if it was free, even if it was useful, it'll have a great home. I'll donate it and let somebody else get some great hooks for super cheap. On the note of door hooks, I have another set to donate, but here's the reason. I actually love this set, and I bought this set at World Market. I had this in the guest room of our last house, and I love these marble knobs. So pretty with that like chevron inlay for the wood, like I talked about in the French modern design style video. With the problem, it broke in the move. I'm actually really torn on this one. It might work in the bathroom here, but it's broken. Let's take a look. It's like a little sharp right there. So I don't know if it's like safe to put in the bathroom, but at the same point, it is a sunk cost. I can't really fix it. I don't know. Should I let it go? Oh my gosh, I just had the craziest, not crazy idea. You're gonna laugh at me, you guys. I could just replace these knob parts because they all unscrew on the back. So if I found some cool knobs, I actually could just DIY this. Okay, I might have just convinced myself to keep this one. You're gonna have to come with me to see the next one. I don't really have a use for this microwave. We just got a replacement actually. This is the one from our kitchen here, but it came with the house. It's an old kitchen. We don't have a built-in microwave. So it was nice that they left the microwave. But this one is, we will heat stuff up for so long. Our bowls will be super hot and the food inside will be super cold. It's gotta go. So we bought a new one at Costco just to replace it for the time being until, you know, in the future we do our full kitchen remodel. If you have appliances like this that you're not using or that are not serving you in the way that you need them to, if you're just sitting around and you're thinking, well, maybe someone will need it someday, the someday thing again, why? Just let it go. If you can use it at your workplace, donate it to your workplace. Ask around, maybe Facebook or other social media apps, and ask people if somebody needs a microwave. You can also do that with Craigslist, OfferUp. Then again, why not just donate it? Another great way to let things go, of course, if you think you could get some money out of something, list it on apps like OfferUp. I sell things and buy things there all the time, as I've mentioned. When Travis and I got together, we had a lot of double appliances. So as you can imagine, we are in the process of getting rid of a lot of those doubles. One of those things is this little crock pot, although she's super cute. She's just a little bit small and Travis's was larger, so we're letting this one go. If you have appliances that you're not really using, if you bought that waffle maker, panini iron, or whatever else, and you're not actually using that, I would challenge you to let it go. That said, I do have a panini maker. I bought it at Williams-Sonoma years ago. It was like a big purchase for a kind of a frivolous appliance, and I love it. I rarely use it. And now I'm like, okay, I have to start using it within the next 6 months semi-regularly to necessitate that being in the cabinet in our tiny kitchen. Let me know down in the comments below, what is the silliest kitchen appliance that you have that maybe you need to let go, or maybe that you love and like you would never let go, kind of like my panini maker. I will never let her go. I can't do it. The next one might actually be a little controversial, and I'm going to apologize for this in advance if you bought these, and I hope if you did, I hope you love them. In our last house, in our rental, one of the upgrades that I did to our kitchen, you guys, it was too sad. I wish I could have like painted those cabinets. Anyways, neither here nor there. I changed all the hardware. It's one of the easiest and usually most cost-effective ways to make a huge difference in a kitchen. What I ended up doing was using these hexagon brass knobs in combination with these little brass bar holes. They looked really good in that house. If you haven't seen that one, I'll link the video down below. Wouldn't you know, these don't fit in the pre-drilled holes in our current kitchen. So right away, we was gonna have to replace these. These are from Amazon, so are the poles. I'll link them all and everything else I can down below. But my fiance Travis just recently told me that the little sharp points on the hex is actually a little uncomfortable when he pulls on it. And so I thought, well, gosh, let's just replace them then. This is a good sign. And I'm really happy to be able to donate these and let them go to somebody who might want to make this kind of a change. Now they can do it on a super great budget. You guys, the fireworks are out of control. Our dogs are super paranoid about the fireworks. Kelly is pretty okay, pretty chill. Harbor was jumping up and down, hiding under my desk. Are your pets super reactive to the fireworks sound? Do you have very many fireworks going off in your area? I would love to know. Let me know. All right, brace yourselves. I am not overstating when I tell you guys that there were the most hideous light fixtures in this house when we moved in. I could not wait to replace them, and it is actually the first thing that I started ordering when we moved into this house. We are almost done, and I'm very excited because in an upcoming episode of Design Diary, I'll be sharing all the new light fixtures and a little bit of shopping advice if you're looking to do some light fixtures in your house. I'm donating all of the ugly light fixtures that I've removed from this house. It is so exciting. I cannot wait to let them go. This one is a personal favorite. It is a shiny star. There is a shiny starfish in Travis and my bedroom. I think somebody actually took it and spray painted it gold. It's so bad. If you similarly have moved into a new home and it is full of hideous light fixtures, find some great budget-friendly styles. There's a ton on Amazon, you guys. I found most of ours on Amazon. on. I did source a couple that I saved from some other kind of mid-end retailers, West Elm and Crate and Barrel. If you have ugly lighting, seriously, let it go. Find something great. Find something to complement your design style. It's one of the easiest ways to change your room, even if it has no architectural detail. Even if you're craving that French modern design style from my last video and you can't add or don't want to add a lot of wall moldings, light fixtures, it will completely change the space. There's definitely a few items in there that I was considering keeping, maybe could see, you know, maybe someday I'll want it, but I like to avoid things like someday or maybe, because if I do need that item, couldn't I just find it again fairly inexpensively if I needed to, or find another option? Yes. If I can sell items, I definitely try to do that either on Facebook Marketplace or OfferUp, which is the app that I've bought and sold with most. It's kind of like Kijiji if you're in Canada. All right, these boxes have been out here for several days because, you know, it's been hot and it was a holiday weekend. I wasn't, you know, just quite ready to get down to Goodwill. So I just left them outside. I am so paranoid that like I'm gonna pull something out of this box and a giant spider's gonna come out. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna scream on camera. Okay, I'm hoping that doesn't happen. Now that I've voiced it, I can face it. Okay. I'm cracking myself up like a real dip. All right, I've saved the best for last and probably the hardest. I'm gonna admit it. I, Lindsay, am a coffee mugaholic. It can't be overstated that in addition to, I'm still on spider watch, a full shelf and a half of coffee mugs stacked too high in the kitchen, I still have a box full of them and I can't even pick up half of them right now. So, oh my God. I told you guys a huge spider was coming. There's a large spider over there. Trying to be like a live and let live kind of gal, you know, with the spiders, especially since I'm outside. I'm watching the spider. It's left the rug. I think it slipped under the deck. My dogs are watching me through the sliding glass door, and I've got all these mugs to sort. I'm still on spider watch. As one final task, I thought I might share with you how difficult it is for a coffee mugaholic like myself to select which mugs might need to go. Even I have a difficult time decluttering from time to time. So I collect these Starbucks You Are Here collection mugs. I love how like 1960s they are. They're kind of funky patterns, dusty from outside, but you see what I mean. I also have some from different other styles. This style, if you're a dork like me and you have these, you would know what I'm talking about. Travis brought this one back to me from his trip to Germany when we were first dating. That was the first fall we were dating. First like big time away from each other. My friend Caroline also went to Germany and she brought this one back for me. But again, I just have a lot of these mugs, so I have to kind of figure out which ones I'm to let go of. As you're going through items, it's highly likely that you are going to confront some items you just aren't sure about. Maybe you think you probably should get rid of them, and maybe you should, but for some reason you just can't yet. I totally understand how that feels. I definitely don't want to act like this is easy, especially when things are connected to memories, people. I mean, looking at some of these mugs, a lot of these are gifts from people. Even if I didn't go to the place, it was brought all the way from that place by someone who loves me. Sometimes there's kind of weird connections to why we keep things. Here's another super weird one that I'm stuck on. I kind of fell in love with the brass silverware trend, fully acknowledging it's super trendy. I totally get that. I don't go all in on trends all the time, and I definitely wanted to do it on a budget, just understanding that I might change my mind at some point. But in all likelihood, maybe I won't, because as a household, we are really using mostly brass and matte black fixtures, so maybe the brass will fit in for a long time. I do believe brass is timeless. Travis ended up finding a super budget-friendly set for me on Amazon and even got the serving pieces. They are awesome. We love them, and they were super cost-effective. They are a beautiful color that kind of patinas over time, looks fantastic with all of our dinnerware. We love it. But I have this super nice dance set, beautiful silverware. So what am I gonna do? I'm thinking for now, I might want to keep it. As I mentioned several times throughout this video, I don't love keeping things just for the someday reason. But silverware is a little costly to replace. So I'm thinking I might hold on to it for a little while longer, and that's okay. I suggest, especially if you've got a garage space, back of a closet, someplace that you don't need access to all the time, that weird cabinet that's hard to reach around into. If you have something like this that might save you money in the future and it doesn't take up a lot of space, just store it. You might end up using it. Just don't do that with everything. Only do that with a few things that you're uncertain about. Try to let most of it go. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I really hope that it motivated you to take a look around your home and get serious with yourself. Are you using these items? Are you going to get to that someday mystical time in the future that you're keeping this thing for? And if not, you know, let it go. That real estate alone in your home, if you live in a moderate sized home like we do, is worth way more than that item. Check me out on Instagram for some photos of our home and a little behind the scenes of my design process here in Seattle. Like and subscribe for more interior design and home decor tips. Next week, I am getting into some more of this 2 videos a week schedule. I have a lot more time this summer. It's been so much fun to create more content for you. Until then, you might enjoy the last video I made on 10 things you should donate today to get closer to your interior design goals. I'll also link my video on sourcing items for your home in your design style on a budget by taking a walk through the thrift store. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye, my friends.